Hey, this is Kit Cabello at UE Hall. We are just wrapping up the Chicago Socialist Alternative event, a building a resistance against Trump care. Today I'm joined here with Hector Salazar. So essentially, during the discussion, you brought up a very interesting talking point, which was that when right-wing pundits and establishment Democrats say that universal health care can't be done, you had an interesting counter-argument to it, which was taxing the rich and getting rid of the payment or the amount of support for the military-industrial complex. So essentially, how would that look like if something like that was introduced?
All right. Well, as far as taxing the rich, so like at one point after World War II, the rich were being taxed at a rate of 90, 80%. Republicans love to talk about and romance the 50s and the 60s. Let's make America great again. They're talking about some great time. Well, that post-war boom and all that time when we created the highways and did a lot of public works projects, that wonderful time that they keep romancing, that's a time when people were taxed a lot more. And right now it's estimated that there's $1 trillion being sat on by U.S. corporations and tax havens overseas. People talk about don't tax the rich because they're the job creators. Well, history has shown us that when you tax the rich, they don't create jobs, they don't reinvest in the economy. They actually send their money to Panama, as in the Panama Papers, or other tax havens. They sit on it, they stack it, they don't reinvest it. So we basically need to raise taxes maybe to what they were before Ronald Reagan came into power, because he brought it way down to 30 from like 70. The other thing is we're spending 640 under the Trump budget. We're going to spend $645 billion on the military. And our competitors, supposed competitors chosen by the government, China spends $150 billion. Russia spends $50 billion. We've got 1,000 bases around the world. In the media, it's constantly talked about, well, are you going to draw a red line if North Korea does this or if Assad does that? Draw a red line around our U.S. borders. Take care of these people. Fix what's going on here. That's what I'm saying.
And there's a lot of issues here within our country. People are concerned about wages, health care, and their sovereign rights as citizens to be protected and not be harassed. But let's look at Trump care. What are your initial thoughts on Trump care, and what concerns do you have about it? Should it be passed in the Senate and House?
Well, Trump from day to day, minute to minute, week to week, he's changing constantly his narrative, what he is advocating for. At one point in time, and he's on video, he was talking about health care for all, and it's going to be terrific. It's going to be fabulous, and it's going to be wonderful. And, the last three versions were not any of those things. They weren't health care for all, and nothing wonderful or terrific about it. And the most recent version of this that was just released maybe about 48 hours ago with this thing called the Cruz Amendment wants to separate healthcare consumers into two pools, one for the young and healthy, which will be cheap, which they will buy, and one for the sick and elderly, which they will have no choice to buy and which will be more expensive. You either buy one of those or you just don't. And what it is a demonstration of the dishonesty of this president, and the fact that his presidency is nothing more than an exercise in benefiting the wealthiest people, his peers, that he was never about benefiting or fighting for the working class. These are words that he just says, and the meaning of words means nothing for him. He just spouts whatever you want to hear. He's a used car salesman, a con man. He always has been.
Now, there is a concern about the Democrats. They have pushed back healthcare system, most notably in California. And then there was also Nancy Pelosi, who has yet to adopt the idea of universal health care. Can the Democrats be reformed, and does Bernie Sanders have a chance to really reform that party? Because he ran during his 2016 election cycle campaign, fighting for populist and progressive ideals. Can the Democrats adopt his platform?
Well, they could if they wanted to, but they enjoy contributions from billionaires much more, and the company of billionaires much more, and therefore they won't ever. And I particularly feel that Bernie Sanders is totally wasting his time and our time trying to reform the Democratic Party, unless he's trying to play this for, the potential to publicize his ideas and whatever. But I don't even know that that's true anymore. I think that, he said he didn't want to break his promise during the election, that he wasn't going to be a spoiler, that he wasn't going to run independent. That was a promise. Okay, fine. You kept your promise. The election is over. Now what's your excuse? There were 13 million people that voted for Bernie Sanders, at least the people whose vote that they counted. And there are millions more that will support his ideas, but it's never going to happen in a party that is constantly trying to sabotage you. And that's what they did to his, election bid, and that's what they did to Kimberly Ellis' election bid in California. And, Nancy Pelosi has been in her position for 14 years. She has said to young people at town halls, we're capitalists, and that's just the way it is. And she has also said that we will not support single-payer health care. And then people like Feinstein, Senator Feinstein from California, try to paint single-payer as a government takeover, which it's not. It's about just the government eliminating the administrative costs of the insurance companies, taking them out of the game, and having the government, our taxes, go toward our health care instead of bombing innocent people in Afghanistan and Syria and Iraq and a million other places. We've got 1,000 bases around the world that we're spending money on. We got ginormous ships floating cities. For what? If I had a big D and a fence like sports fans, I'd say that's what we need to make our military about again. Defense. And stop running around the planet in this pursuit of world domination.
All right, well, that's a great note to end it on, Hector. Thank you for joining Hard Lens Media. And peace to everyone. Please like, follow, and subscribe us on our social media links.